Hi, today I'm gonna show you how to make yummy shrimp and tofu. My family loves it. It's very simple to make and fast. So what I have here is extra large shrimp. They're deveined and cleaned up. And then also I have over a pound or a pack of extra firm tofu. And then all the ingredients that I have there, there will be lists down below. I'm just showing you what I have there that goes into this dish. You can also put all of them in one bowl, pre-mix it, but I like to do mine kind of separate each time as I have a need for it. My favorite vegetable are green pepper, broccoli, and onions. And of course, I use a lot of garlic. And I did use a little bit of ginger in the garlic too. I just showed you the purple onions. You can use yellow onions as well. Lemon squeeze fresh is always best for the shrimp. So right now I'm just showing you there that you can go ahead and turn on the heat. You can put it at medium to high, and you can lower it once you have a need to do that eventually, but to start with, you want to start with high. So for the shrimp, you want to just season it up with some salt, sesame oil, some wine. If you got leftover wine, that's fine too. And some garlic, ginger mix, and a squeeze of little bit of squeeze of fresh lemon juice. And just mix it up. Pretty much every dish, if I'm doing stir fry, that's how I do my shrimp. So for the oil for the wok, at the beginning, you want to just put like a tablespoon or a table and a half. That's all you need. And if you want it more, you can. You want it less, you can as well. Some people like it real greasy and some people don't. So I'm just putting a little bit of garlic and ginger mix in there to let it roast in the oil. Just stir it a little bit. You don't want it to be burnt. So now you're ready to put your shrimp in there. Just kind of spread it out, stir it, spread it out, and let it cook evenly. And I'm just adding a little bit of extra of this or extra of that. That's just a little bit of extra. I just put like a tablespoon of water because I didn't want it to be totally dry. So I just add a little bit of like garlic and squeeze the lemon juice. I just want it to be more seasoned up, so you can do that as well. I'm just spreading it out to let it cook. As you can see, that's what I normally always do, is just put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm not used to just measurement, but for the viewer's sake, I will put the measurements down below. So the shrimp is basically done. I don't want to overcook it because we know if we overcook shrimp, it will shrink. It won't taste as good either. So now I'm cleaning my wok and I'm prepping the wok for the tofu next. And of course you want your wok to make sure that it's dry before you put the oil in there, or else it'll splatter on you and things like that. It might get hurt. So I'm just coating the oil. Again, I start with like a tablespoon. And now this time I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my garlic and ginger mix together because I want it to be in the sauce. I want my sauce to be more flavorful, so I put the rest of the seasoning in there. I put the rest of the garlic and ginger. And then I put my onion. So the onion and garlic combo is always great for any dish. I know Italians, they do that as well. But in this case, I got the garlic, onion, and a little bit of ginger for this dish. So now I'm putting my tofu. You want to gently move it around. Kind of spread it a little bit, but you don't want to be roughly stirring it because it'll mush. It's already soft. So now I'm putting all other seasoning. Again, this list amount of ingredient seasoning, it will be down below, so you can put it all at one time if you like. I just like to put it a little bit here, a little bit there. It's just me. But again, you can just pour it all in there. So while it's cooking, after you add a cup of water, you want it to let it boil, cook to boil. Again, I'm just stirring just a little bit gently. I did add a little bit of extra salt and garlic powder. Because I didn't think I put enough. So again, it's all up to you. And of course, my favorite at the end is lemon squeeze, because I like to have a little tang that's more on the fresh side. Right now, I am going to put a cover on it and let it boil. So once it boils, probably about 1.5 minutes or 2, it shouldn't take that long to cook the tofu. Main thing is we want the all those seasoning to fuse into the tofu. So right now I'm just kind of stir it around a little bit just to get the tofu a chance to evenly mix with the sauce. As you can see, it's cooking well. The nicest thing with this is Since it's shrimp, tofu doesn't really need to be cooked too long, and neither does the shrimp. So ideally, once you got this together, it only takes about 10 15 minutes to really cook this dish. I'm just going slow so I can show you my process of cooking it. I'm just stirring it around a little bit. So right now I'm putting the cornstarch slurry. I guess they call it slurry. It's basically cornstarch and water. You want to stir it first make a slurry before you pour it in there, just to thicken the sauce. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm making the sauce thicker. So again, it's all up to you. I like to have my sauce to be a little bit thicker than normal. So you can see that this is the way I like my sauce, and then I'm pouring in the shrimp to put it into the mix. And then last, I put the scallion in there. There's just something about the Asian food and the scallion, but it just gives it the beauty as well, the flavor as well. So pretty much we are done. As you can see, it's time to serve. It's very yummy on plain white rice. It's very healthy to me. This dish is nice and healthy and simple to make and quick, because tofu, which is made of soybean, is nice and light. So if you don't eat a lot of meat, that's the best. Yummy Shrimp and Tofu. Please like and subscribe.